Stumble bum, motherfucker. Passing out in alleys, Pollock style letdown. Infrared halo, disaster yayo. Personality pop rag like some stupid fucking yo-yo. Jobless dumbass, kicking back, washing Sesame Street with my homeboy Bowie. Beautiful sun, look at the moon, shaking stars. Maybe I'll get a good job soon. Satisfied never, intellect like a cleaver, cut down. Love my wife, drives me crazy, but I'll never leave her. Goes into a post, stuck in the past, stuck like a pig, never to see the future. Never known the wrong, but I hate being home. I get restless, I got Tourette's and say shit like butt sex over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And over the host, kill yourself and reach for the stars. Forget who you are, where you came from, where you will be. Who's the fuck? If you call this living, I call it dying. If you call this living, I call it dying. If you call this living, I call it dying.
You call this living, I call it dying. You call this living, I call it dying. You call this living, I call it dying. You call this living, I call it dying, 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 dying.
You call living, I call it dying. You call living, I call it dying. If 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 you call living,
Yeah.